Store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go. Set.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one, 13 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball Keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Stroud. Pass complete to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Stroud looking to change the play. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Give left side for Pierce. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 13. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Past the 20. 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Pierce gets this one running right, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Down to about the 32.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. to roll. 41 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Dancing to his left. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. He looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lamar changing the look. Now Jackson on second down. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Now Jackson. Flushed out, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Past the 60. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Bring it. Alert. Alert.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Stiff-armed him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble in second down. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Travis Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Go ahead.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
60 Bobcat!
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air.
converged on his man.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. The sack there by Roquan Smith. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Play action. It's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Jackson now. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 35 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Adafe Owe in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stroud working out of the gun. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To Pierce, they set up the screen. Fighting him off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8 from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Stroud looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Jackson. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Jackson going to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. This is 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away
facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when there's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the jump. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense